Hey everyone, recently I've been asked for my opinion on good starter books to get people into ancient Greek history. So fairly often I'll get emails or messages, people just sort of asking me what books they should look into buying in order to get into ancient Greek history and archaeology and stuff like that. And I could recommend things like, the Cambridge Companion to the Aegean Bronze Age, or the Cambridge World Archaeology of Ancient Greece, right? Or Greek art and archaeology, right? The problem is, look how big this book is. It's fucking gigantic, right? But this, look how thick this guy is. That's insane, right? It's like a small phone book. This one's a little bit better because it's smaller, but it's still pretty thick, right? Yeah. And to be honest with you, that is for people who are like really, really into it, people who live and breathe sort of ancient Greek history. That's not the everyday person, sort of, the people who are wanting to get into it, maybe people who are sort of iffy on it. And you know me, I'm all about accessibility, right? I do the Minecraft thing with no mods. I do the cooking with, pretty easy stuff to cook with. So the books that I would usually recommend, and there's going to be some people in the comments that think this is ridiculous, are things like this. Ooh, the light, the glare on that is pretty bad. But these are Osprey books. Yeah, I know they look like, kids' books. And to be fair, they got lots of pictures and stuff in them. Ooh, man, that glare is really bad. Same thing with the hoplite stuff. They got pictures and stuff in it, but they also have, vase painting shots. They will have pictures of actual artifacts, like a cool Phrygian helmet, stuff like that. I call those Smurf helmets, by the way. Maybe I'll do a video on Greek helmets. That actually would be kind of a neat one. But the reason why I like Osprey books is a couple reasons. One, I'm cheap. These are relatively cheap, usually. I will have affiliate links in my description. If you want to get some and use the affiliate links, it helps me out. That's great, and I appreciate it. But the neat thing about this is, look how thin they are. Yeah, it's got, glare again. It's got like little writing in it, right? But there's not a lot of writing. There is a lot of writing, but it's a lot of information, and it's a lot of really accessible information. It's got pictures to go along with things when they talk about stuff. Actually, I forgot about this one. This is actually a really cool picture. They actually have a division of how the whole phalanx thing works. Anyways, I can gush about these. These are kind of what got, it's not what got me interested in ancient Greece. This was sort of my starter into ancient Greek history, right? I always had this fascination with ancient Greece, and I wanted to read about it, stuff like that. And those other books that I just showed you that look like phone books from a small town, they're dense. They're really dense. They're dry. Matter of fact, I have a book on Alexander the Great that is so dry. I'm pretty sure. Well, anyways, it's dry, right? It's a super dry and just academically thick book, right? Not accessible to the average person. These are accessible. Not only that, they don't take up a lot of space. You could buy a whole bunch of them. They have books on just about every culture you could possibly want to know about, with pictures. And that's the other cool thing too. if you want to build a skin in Minecraft on what a hoplite looks like, you can just do it right here. I might have to blur out that guy's ass. You know, you can, there we go, there's a better one, right? So you could use this to figure out a good sort of skin for Minecraft if you wanted to do that. I used to be into the SCA, and I use these as sort of semi-visual references and stuff like that. But this gives you a pretty broad history. It's not going to give you incredibly precise details that you're going to get out of some more the more academic sources. But for someone who really wants to sort of get into it, is just wanting to learn a little bit about it and sort of have a general knowledge base from which they can work off of, Osprey books are amazing, and I cannot recommend them any more than that. You know, and anyone who wants to make fun of you for having what looks like kids' books in your bookshelf, give them one. Let them read it. They will shut up. Anyways, yes, I will leave affiliate links to a bunch of Osprey books that I recommend if you are interested in ancient Greece and the history and the culture and stuff like that. And I think that for those of you out there who enjoy my videos and who are genuinely interested in ancient Greece but don't know where to start learning, these are the way to go. And I assure you, you will absolutely love them.